It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lots of news, views, and everything about Arsenal. So make sure you subscribe and be a part of this community. We come up with these kind of stuffs daily. Well, let's start with the first news of the day. Mesut Ozil breaks silence on being snubbed by Arsenal. Well, Athletic UK and Mesut Ozil came together for an interview, and here are certain important quotes from that interview. I'll definitely read out more of the excerpts as well. The first thing that's coming, he said that I have the support of my family and friends, and also whenever I don't play or things are not great, look at how the Arsenal fans react. They make me feel amazing. Also, he said, when I go out in the street, when I'm at the stadium, when I look on the social media or in my post at home, the supporters tell me we are all behind you. You're one of us. Keep strong. You'll get your chance. Well, not only this, Mesut, I think he has opened up about the tough times that he has and endured under Unai Emery. He says, you can go through difficult times like this, but that is no reason to run away, and I'm not going to. I'm here until at least 2021. I'm proud to be an Arsenal player, a fan, and I'm happy here. Whenever people see me in the street, I always say this is my home. I'm going nowhere. I've worked under some of the biggest coaches in the world, and I always show respect. It's the same for Unai. We might not see eye to eye on everything, but that's normal. It's life, and it's the same with my family and friends. You have to accept it and go forward. Well, talking about his contract with Arsenal, he said, I have a contract with Arsenal until the summer of 2021. And I will be staying until then. When I signed a new deal, I thought about it very carefully and said it was one of my most important decisions of my footballing career. I didn't want to stay for just 1 or 2 more years. I wanted to commit my future to Arsenal, and the club wanted me to do the same. You can go through difficult times like this, but that is no reason to run away. And I think I said that Arsene Wenger was a big factor in me joining Arsenal, and he was, but ultimately I signed for the club. Even when Arsene announced he was leaving, I wanted to stay because I love playing for Arsenal, and that's why I've been here for 6 years. Well, Mesut Ozil has opened up a lot of lid on a lot of topics, and I think he has cleared out the air. He's definitely not going until to 2021, but that is very interesting to see what happens this January. Let's see what happens. Moving on, Arsenal have today confirmed that Emil Smith-Rowe is available for selection again, having fully recovered from the clash of heads in the Carabao Cup tie against Nottingham Forest. With the youngster taken off on a stretcher, well, he had a collision. But Reece Nelson will not feature against the Blights on Monday, with Arsenal confirming that he is aiming to return to full training in November. Well, also the Gunners have confirmed that Alexander Lacazette is back in full training with the first team squad ahead of the game, with a decision to be made over the coming days as to whether he is fit enough to feature in Yorkshire after recovering from an ankle injury. But he's not the only player who could return on Monday night. Well, Arsenal arranged a behind closed doors friendly with Reading during the 2-week international break to get some of their other stars to full match fitness. The game took place at London Colney, with Emery giving runouts to Mesut Ozil, Rob Holding, Scotland Mustafi, Kieran Tierney and Hector Bellerin. But Alexander Lacazette missed it completely. The frontman is back in full training with the Gunners and ready to make a first team return, but was not risked during the friendly with the Royals. Well, his absence suggests that Emery is keeping him back for some involvement during the game with Sheffield, which will be music to the fans' ears, isn't it? Well, Arsenal at London Colney against Reading drew 2-2, and we know it was a friendly game, so it didn't matter much. Well, Unai Emery has opened the lid about Kieran Tierney. Yes, Unai Emery confirms that Tierney, and he's just said this, Tierney is ready to play, while Lacazette took part in first full session today. He's feeling well. It depends on how he feels in the next few days, whether he'll feature on Monday. I don't know if he'll play 90 minutes or start the bench. We have more on it after. I'll update you if I get any more information. Moving on, Arsenal had bid just over 60 million for Dayo Upamecano of RB Leipzig this summer transfer window that actually ended, but the bid was rejected. However, the bid is expected to be accepted next summer, as his release clause drops by 20 million euros with each year, and that's a really bizarre kind of thing to include in a release clause. I don't understand why RB Leipzig actually entered that. Moving on, David Ornstein has opened up about the situation about Mesut Ozil and also asked a question. He says, as the comments so far underline, Ozil is amongst the most enigmatic, polarizing figures in football and perhaps beyond. It'll be fascinating to see if he can reintegrate, if he can be reintegrated and recapture top form at Arsenal, or whether it's over. If it's over and he refused to leave, what happens? Well, that's a bang on question. Well, nobody has an answer to that, is it? The Emirates. Here's a stat coming your way. The Emirates has been the fullest stadium in the Premier League so far this season at 99.9% seats sold, but still that does not imply the fact that whether the seats were full or not. Moving on, Arsenal's record in Sheffield in the Premier League has been terrible. Against Wednesday, they have won only one game, drawn two, lost five, and versus the Blades, won none, drawn two, and lost one, and that's really sad. Let's see if Arsenal can overturn that or not, and if Sheffield Wednesday are actually going to stay in the Premiership next season or not, so that we can have more healthy contests. Well, 8 of Arsenal's Premier League fixtures have been rescheduled due to TV selection. It is believed Arsenal versus Brighton game of December, originally it was December 3rd, has been shifted to a Thursday game on December 5th. And the kickoff time is 8:15 p.m. West Ham United versus Arsenal originally was on Saturday, December 7th, has been shifted to a Monday, December 9, 8 p.m. Arsenal versus Manchester City, December 14th game has been shifted to a Sunday, December 15th, 4:30 p.m. Everton versus Arsenal, well, that has also been shifted. Originally it was a 3 p.m. start, but it is now a 12:30 p.m. start on December 21st, Saturday. Arsenal versus Chelsea will be December 29th. Well, it has been originally shifted from December 28th. It will be a Sunday game. Kickoff time is 2 p.m. Arsenal versus Manchester United, 8 p.m. Originally it was 3 p.m. starting on January 1st on Wednesday. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, however, well, originally it was 3 p.m. but right now it is going to be 12:30 p.m. Scheduled same on a Saturday, January 11th. Well, that has not changed much as everything. But all the football fans can have a really 10-hour football marathon on Boxing Day. Well, on Boxing Day you can expect 12:30 p.m. it will be Spurs versus Brighton. 3 p.m. exactly would be Bournemouth versus Arsenal, Chelsea versus Southampton. 5:30 it will be Man United versus Newcastle. 8 p.m. it will be Leicester versus Liverpool. It is going to be an unbelievable Boxing Day. If you guys are ready, please stay tuned and make sure your Christmas leftovers are bang on ready, because it is going to be a hell of a day. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the news, views about Arsenal. If you are new to this channel, subscribe to this channel, be a part of it. It's a community, not a channel, so make sure you subscribe and be informed about Arsenal every single day, because we post every single day. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.